Hi everyone, welcome to today's tutorial, and in this video I will be showing you how you can recreate the simple bottle packaging template. So these are the flaps right here on the top and as well as at the bottom. These two spaces right here will be used to keep the bottles in place, and this is for the folds and these rectangles right here with these rectangles right here. It will be used to hold. It will be used for your hands to hold the packaging in place. So let's get started. So I'll be opening up a new document first. So I'll be using this custom size document which is 1080 pixels in width and 1920 pixels in height. I will be renaming this document to be bottle packaging template, and I'll be clicking on create. So when this document opens up, by default in this layers panel, this layer 1 also opens up. I'm going to rename layer 1 to be template, and I'm going to zoom out as well. So now I'm going to go ahead and also first make the template. So I'll be using the rectangle tool first, and I will be first making one rectangle like that, and I'll be making another copy onto the other side as well. So I'll make sure that my rectangle has been selected. I'll click on Alt to make a copy and bring it right over here like that. So now I'm going to make another rectangle which will be the back side of my packaging, and it's going to be the same size of this document right here. So the width of my rectangle was 1080 pixels and the height was 920 pixels. I'm going to go ahead and click on OK. And now I'm just going to drag this rectangle right over here as well. Okay. Now I'm going to make these triangles which are over here on the side folds. So for that I will be using this pen tool, and I do not require the fill as of now. So I'm just going to come over here at the path right here where it says intersect. So this is the middle point, and I'm just going to be making my points like this with the help of the smart guides that has been activated like that. So if you want to see how these smart guides were activated, all you have to do is go to this views panel right here, and you'll see that the smart guides option has been activated. Then you will be able to make all your designs in a much more precise manner. So I'll select this triangle, I'll click on Alt to make a copy and bring it right here onto this side as well. So I'm going to make another rectangle about this size. Right. I'm going to make the fill to be white as well. I'll be using the direct selection tool. I'll select this, So I'll select this anchor point right here. And if you notice that this anchor point that I have selected gets highlighted in blue, whereas all the other anchor points are still white, I'll be clicking on Shift and the up arrow key to bring it inwards once, twice, thrice, 4 times and 5 times like that. And you can see that a slant has been made. Now I'll be doing the same thing on the other side as well. So I'll be selecting this anchor point and be clicking on Shift and the down arrow key 5 times. 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. So this flap right here will be used to apply glue, and then it will be closed into one carton. Okay. Now I'm gonna go ahead and make these lower flaps as well. So I'm going to use the rectangle tool and make one rectangle like that. Now I'll use the direct selection tool, select this anchor point, and I'm going to bring this inwards as well. So I'll be clicking onto Shift and the right arrow key, and I'll bring it inwards once, twice, thrice, 4 times, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I've got it inwards 10 times. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side as well with this anchor point. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, now I've got this. I'm going to go ahead and make another rectangle right over here, like that. And I'm going to go ahead and also select these 2 anchor points, and I will be rounding the edges off like that. I'm going to select this shape as well. Come over here to this Pathfinder panel, and in the shape modes I will be using this unite option right here, so that it gets converted into one shape. So now I'm going to just zoom in a little. I'm going to make one rectangle like that. And I'm going to get this anchor point inwards like this. I'm going to make another rectangle like that. And I'm just going to get this anchor point outside like this. And I'm going to go ahead and combine these 2 images into one shape like that. I'm going to select this image and I'm going to make a mirror copy on the other side as well. So in order to do that, I'll select this image, right click on this, go to transform, reflect, and make sure that I have selected the vertical axis, and click on copy. And as you can see that a mirror image of this object has been made. And I'm just going to grab this and bring it right over here below this rectangle as well. And now I'm going to make this flap as well. So I'm going to use the rectangle tool and make one rectangle like that. But first, what I'll be doing is that I'll be selecting this anchor point and then just bringing it inwards a little so that it does not touch with my lower flap that I have just made, like that. Okay, I'm going to make another rectangle over here, about like this. I'm going to select these 2 rectangles and choose the shape builder tool right here. And as you can see that the shape builder tool now recognizes these 2 individual shapes, and I'll be clicking on Alt and selecting this inner shape right here to get rid of it. And there you go, we have made our inner flap, this flap as well. And now I have to make this flap as well. So I will be making one rectangle like this, and I'll make another rectangle like that. I'm going to go ahead, select these 2 anchor points first. I'm going to round the edges off like that. I'll select these 2 anchor points again and just slightly round the edges off like that. I'm going to select these two and make sure that it's centrally aligned like this, much better, and I'm going to unite them two again. And now for the handles where you can slip your hand inside. So I'll be making one rectangle like this, and I'll be rounding the edges off like that. And I'll just click on all to make a copy and make one copy right here. Click on Alt again, bring it right here, and I'm just going to resize this a little bit. Wait. Like that. There. Now I've got this. We've made majority of our template. We've actually made the entire template now, but the only thing that I have to make is these two. So I'm just gonna go ahead and make one rectangle like this. I'll be choosing the direct selection tool to select these two anchor points by clicking on to Shift, and I'll round the edges off like that. So I'll be clicking on Alt to make a copy like this. I'll select everything and I'll be increasing the stroke weight to 5 so that it's easier for you all to see where all the folds have to be made. Only over here on these three areas it has to be cut out for your hand to slip in. So now that we've made our bottle template, so it's a little different because these two are the areas where the bottles will have to fit in. So I'm going to go ahead and also save my document now. So I'll be clicking on Save As. So by default, my file name is going to be the same as my document name, which is the bottle packaging template. My Save As type is going to be Adobe Illustrator. I highly recommend that we save a file in this format so that in case if I want to make any further changes, I can easily do that by accessing my AI file. And I'm going to go ahead and click on Save and click on OK. So there you go. We have now successfully made our bottle packaging template and also saved it as an AI file.